Coming up, after nearly 90 years in existence, a Jasper Country Club is ceasing operations at the end of 2012. And Birdseye has the Bucks now to bring down the old school and gym. These stories and more next on 18 News. Hello, I'm Mick Burge. This morning, the Jasper Country Club's Board of Directors announced the club is ceasing operations at the end of the year. The original golf club of DuBois County was founded back in the 1920s on the old Honeyburg Road on what was then known as the Ramsburger Farm. The original golf club featured sand greens. Then, in 1932, a group of prominent local businessmen purchased the land where the Jasper Country Club is presently situated. The first clubhouse was located just off 15th Street at the highest point on the golf course. The current clubhouse was built in 1962. The announcement of the closing of the Jasper Country Club was made this morning by attorney John Chappell on behalf of the Country Club's Board of Directors. Chappell says Jasper Country Club Incorporated rents the golf course and the clubhouse. He says the Country Club's latest lease with the group Club Management of DuBois County will not be renewed.
The club management board always sits down each year and looks at the alternatives and so forth, and going forward, they just made the decision at this about time to terminate the lease, and consequently gave notice to the club that its lease was terminated at the end of the year.
In the late 1970s and early 1980s, financial difficulties the club was facing then led to a financial reorganization. It led to the purchase of the land, the clubhouse, and other assets by the club management of DuBois County. The then newly formed Jasper Country Club, Inc. has been leasing the clubhouse and course since. Current members of the country club have been offered a special membership rate to Sultan's Run Golf Club in Jasper beginning in 2013. No word yet if club management of DuBois County plans to sell the land and the clubhouse. The former Birdseye School and Gymnasium are coming down. The town council has announced that it has been given a state grant that will pay for the demolition of the abandoned old school and gym. Birdseye High School closed in 1971 and consolidated with Ferdinand to form Forest Park High School. The elementary school and gymnasium were abandoned in 1975. The $162,000 state disaster recovery grant was approved earlier this month. The grant requires an $18,000 local match from the town of Birdseye. Future plans for the 3-acre site include a walking path, a horseshoe pit, playground, or tennis courts. Now, the town has until February 28, 2014 to complete the demolition. Town officials expect the building will be down well before then. Last night, the Greater Jasper Consolidated School Corporation thanked the DuBois County Work Release Program for its help with several projects over the summer. Among the projects, work release inmates helped clean and beautify landscaping around the 10th Street School campus, as well as help with other projects at Rooksor Field, Cabby O'Neill Gym, 5th Street School, and Jerry Brewer Alumni Stadium. Now, work release inmates will also do some work in the next week at the school corporation's administrative offices. Assistant Superintendent Bob Hacker and Greater Jasper Board member Bertie Vogler helped coordinate and supervise the work release inmates. Vogler, who's also a member of the Friends of Cabby O'Neill Gymnasium Group, says the relationship between the school corporation and the work release program started with work that was needed at the legendary facility.
We found that there were people in work release who were excellent quality people that were at night available to come and do community service, and we got them in there and found how that system worked. And so after the Cabby O'Neill Gym project was done, other things came up. Mr. Hacker knew that they were there, and he and I talked together. We went and talked to J.P. Whiteside out at work release, and now we got a thing going where we did 10th Street School, we re-landscaped it. And then we went to the football field. We went to 5th Street School. Next, we're going here to the superintendent's office we're doing all this, and all it costs is a material, and either Bob or I are here when the work release guys are here, and it just works great.
The offenders in work release, therefore, when they get out, they get a sense of accomplishment. They're very proud of the work that they've done, and they will brag on it to other offenders, to the staff, to their family members. They get to be around positive, pro-social people, and they get to see how other people interact in the community, and it's just a win-win for them also.
Now, Vogler says thousands of dollars in man hours alone have been saved by the school corporation with the use of work release participants. Now, officials with both Greater Jasper Schools and the Du Bois County Correction Center plan to continue their association and partnership for the foreseeable future. No more exceptions. Last night, the Du Bois County Council decided that the county's 90-day, 90% compensation probation period will be set in stone, if you will, with no future exceptions. Last night's lengthy discussion on the matter followed a vote to allow an exception so the compensation of a new maintenance worker at the County Security Center could be raised to its budgeted maximum. Now, Sheriff Donnie Lampert told the council that waiving the probationary period will ensure the employee stays with the county. Now, new employee probation is used as a feeling out period, as well as allow the county to finish up any further background checks that are needed once an employee is hired. County Council member Bonnie Lubehusen says though the idea of granting an exception from time to time is an excellent good faith gesture towards certain employees, not allowing exceptions going forward will take out the subjectivity and even emotion that's generally involved with granting these exceptions.
We know that there are a lot of good workers out there, and we certainly don't want to pinpoint one and say you're not as good as the other, because that's not what we're about. And we like to let it up to the office holders to have their opinion of what these people are working. It's not for us to decide if they're working, they're doing their jobs. So we rely on the office holders, and I think at this point, like you said, the subjectivity of this, it could get real intense.
The County Council last night directed Du Bois County Assessor Kathy Hope to make sure the new 2013 County Employee Handbook includes the no exception clause when it comes to the 90-day, 90% compensation probationary period. Also last night, the council did approve spending about $28,000 for 2 rotating emergency sirens for the town of Ireland and needed software update for Celestine's emergency siren. The new siren in Ireland will replace 2 outdated directional sirens the town currently uses. All right, coming up, Carrie's in here next with our weekly visit from our friends at the Du Bois County Humane Society Shelter. And later in sports, Kurt previews this Sunday's inaugural Heartland Half Marathon and 5K.